Hello, listeners, and welcome to Brain Fog. Today's another weird day to be doing an episode. I feel very floaty today. Last week we did something. It ended up in me winning. I don't remember what that was.
You
Anyway,
had to, you had to
what?
scare me. That's what happened last week.
Is that what happened? Is that what
That's what
happened?
happened last week.
You
Yeah.
scared me
What
just
happened last
now.
week? Yeah.
You scared me just now. What?
Good.
Good. Anyway, there's these two goobers here. Why don't you introduce yourself, goobers? In alphabetical order.
It's me. Hi, I'm Lumi or Lumetric or just some dragon cat on the internet, and I like to go raw and stuff. And hi.
They go Garar.
Grar.
And I'm Rowan. I'm some manner of creature. We'll never find out exactly what.
Man, Rowan, you sound so good. Whatever happened to like episodes 1, 2, and 3?
Oh yeah,
Love this.
there is just a lot of frogs up in there, you know.
That's crazy. Anyway, I am joined by these two goobs, and I would like to say welcome in. Lumi, you don't get to tell me about your week first. Rowan, I would like to know about yours.
Oh, oh boy, oh boy. It's been
was it a week?
It's been a week. So, you may recall back when we talked about things designed to inconvenience you.
Gosh,
I had one in particular where I discussed the trials and tribulations of obtaining my medications every month.
oh, the you problem? The you problem?
No. The
Yes?
problem where the entire system decides that it's going to be almost impossible to actually get my medication. This week has been another instance of this problem rearing its ugly head. So I started running out of my medication over the weekend. Which of course means I have only a 5-day window to refill. And
Mhm.
so I messaged my doctor's office, but they weren't going to see it until Monday. They don't
And-
get to it until Tuesday,
Oh,
which is the last
okay.
day of my medication.
Oh.
And so they get to it on Tuesday. And at this point, I've already had to call like 4 different pharmacies to find one that actually, has the medication because it's one of the ones subject to the nationwide shortage. So, great times. Love to see it. And up until this point, I have been on Medicaid because I do not have the income for anything else. And apparently, in my state, after a little while, your Medicaid gets automatically managed by Blue Cross. So I got automatically switched over to Blue Cross Medicaid. Fine. Great. That's very little difference to me. Except the pharmacy that I go to, for some godforsaken reason, only takes basic Medicaid.
Mhm.
They don't take Medicaid through Blue Cross.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question. Why don't you just stick to one pharmacy, and when you know you're about and when you know you're about to run out, you like a week ahead, you just call them and say, I need this available because I have a script coming in.
I have tried that. It never works because other people also get it refilled and none of the pharmacies in the area will like hold on to a medication for you.
No, but if they're aware of the demand, right? Like it sounds like you like swap pharmacies frequently.
I have
And,
to
like,
because it's a different pharmacy every month that actually has it.
Right. But like if you work with the same pharmacy, they adjust and go, "Oh, hey, this many people tend to get this many of this refill per month, so we're going to order this many for this time of month." Cuz like your schedule for refills doesn't usually change all that much. So like
that
the pharmacy I go to knows that I'm going to get my medication once every 3 months. And
would work in any other situation where the
Okay.
medication wasn't experiencing a national shortage.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Because of
But-
the national shortage, none of the pharmacies have been able to get reliable stock.
so but they would know to like order it. They would
Yeah.
know that they need it.
It's always on back order. So like I have a pharmacy I regularly go to, and every single month I call them first and be like, "Hey, do you have it? Are you gonna order more, etc." And they always go, "We're trying to order it. We still haven't gotten any."
Okay.
They literally have not been able to get a shipment in like 6 months.
Second question.
Yes.
Did you ever talk to your doctor about like doing the refills slightly ahead of time?
Oh, sure did.
Like we talked about that. We talked about that
Sure
when we
did.
talked about this. And what did they say?
Can't. State policy.
What do you mean? What do you mean can't?
State policy.
Uh,
This is a state law that I have to work around.
oh, move. Lemmy was right. Move.
No. No.
I'm just saying, Lumi's right.
Yep.
I can't argue that logic. Just move.
Now,
Wait, hold on. Do you use GoodRx?
when I need to, but the one
They-
really nice thing about Medicaid is that my medication is free 99 right now.
Right, but you can use insurance on GoodRx, and they could have it resupplied to you on the date that you need it resupplied. And they're a national chain that like can ship it from anywhere, not local. Tried that?
I think I did at some point, but the doctor said something about. I know. I'll ask him again about it. It's a good idea.
There you go. There you
I'll
go.
ask them again
There you
about
go.
it.
Problem solved. See, here at Brain Fog, we don't just talk about our problems. We resolve them. And if we can't resolve them, fucking move.
We don't just make problems.
We address
We
them.
move.
Anyway,
We move.
most of my week was tinged by dealing with that and discovering that for some reason they only take Medicaid if it's base Medicaid and not the same thing but managed by another insurance company.
Mhm.
So I had to go to another pharmacy,
Mhm.
like another chain. And that chain I had to go through like 4 different locations because half of the locations wouldn't even tell me if they had it like available or not.
These are purely American problems. These are
Yeah,
purely
this is a
American
very
issues.
American problem. Like
I-
healthcare here sucks.
You're losing everybody in Sri Lanka right now. Shout out to everybody that listens to us in Sri Lanka.
All 2 of our viewers.
Hey, you don't know that. You don't know that.
They could be 700.
It could be. You don't know.
I'm accounting for the fact that we have like 2 viewers in every country.
You. Shush. Do not talk about the Sri Lankans. All of our friends in the Falkland Islands also.
Hell yeah.
The fucking islands, as I like to call them. Other than med stuff, did you have anything else going on this week?
That's most of it. I'm real proud of myself because I also finished a big project yesterday, and that was also pretty cool.
Sick. What was it?
I finished putting out a new 3D model for all of our good VR chat friends.
Ooh, ah.
Nice,
Fucking slap it
lovely
on the shark.
little sci-fi gun you can use.
Slaps it on shark.
Do it.
Well, that sounds like you've had a interesting question mark week. You did 3D stuff and then just had the most American experience with healthcare.
The most
That's
American healthcare experience possible, honestly.
cool. Lumi, slightly
Hey.
less American news, please.
I've just had our first merch idea, and Rowan gave us too much power.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Wait.
What
Are we
have I
talking?
done?
Are we talking pre-episode or?
Yeah.
Yo, all right, viewer, if anybody here, like, the thing is, we spend like a good hour or so just like yapping before we do these,
Yep.
which is crazy because we spend a lot of time together on these days. Today was a special day. Today was like Christmas. We were given something and Illumi understood the assignment
Oh
immediately.
no.
And we've made a cursed amalgamation of reactive images for Rowan that we hope you will see in the future. I really advocated for my two super hard, but unfortunately you're seeing what we landed on. TM hashtag. Who was the artist for the thing? Rowan.
Oh, that's my good friend Roy, fantastic artist.
So Roy feet Lumi found out that they can do a doodle and it looks good. So everybody
Yo.
clap at Lumi, just clap. Anyway, what's your merch idea?
It's in relevant casting chat.
Oh yes, the thing the viewers can't see.
Yeah.
Oh my god! You know what? Every single. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. We could. I could totally make it happen. Every week, if anybody that's been listening religiously, you all know what Rowan's catchphrase which is, it's been a week.
It's been a week.
Today I've
Followed by a
learned
short pause.
that I actually do in fact have a catchphrase, and I don't
You
know how to
do.
feel about this.
It's
No,
been a week.
you-
Every
it's
week.
been a
Every week it's been a week.
Every week it's been a week.
you need to,
Occasionally
like-
we get it's been a week.
This
Oh,
month
it's been a week
has
of
been a
all
month.
weeks.
This year has been a year. It's been a time.
It's crazy. It's like time works relatively as it does. Anyway, that's a great merch idea. Editor, put it up right now on the screen, real big on the screen. Thanks. Yeah, that's the new merch idea.
Thanks, lovely editor.
I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt just for the lull. There's gonna be like 10 of them.
The limited edition.
I'm
Get 'em
gonna
while they're hot.
I'm
It's
gonna wear that
uber-limited.
shit to a convention. It's gonna be great.
There's gonna be 2 of each size, and 2 of those sizes are gonna be too big or too small.
You gotta have like you go like petite and 10.
I do that. I could do that. I can make a fucking 7X and a extra small just for fun. People are like,
Funny.
why would I ever buy that? And it's like, tee.
It's like kid size, and we ran out of 10.
Just use this as your next blanket.
Just wrap it around yourself. It's basically like a sleeping bag.
Oh, I will say, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna have a me moment. Guys that wear 7X shirts, call me. Listen.
Wow. Now, is that just because you'll be able to smell them like you're in the gym?
Listen!
or-
Listen. Kills you. Anyway, Libby.
I started my new job. It was fun. It's been a lot, right? It's like, so you know, if you've ever worked for like a big company before, you go in, you are told to do a job, right? You start your job, you do X and Y, you realize you cannot do Z, all the other steps because there's other groups, there's other people who work there, and they have to do their steps. And then to do your steps, you need to wait for them to do 2 more of their steps so you can finish off your steps.
Mm-hmm.
Hate it. Fucking hate it. Because
Classic.
you can't just go, I need to make this person an account that has this, and this, and then does that. I need this done by tomorrow. Right? Cool. Bing, bang, bing, bosh, done. That's it. No problems. All sorted.
Somebody's vengeful about their old job.
But every big company's like this. Like you go in, you get like a key off the ring of like 7 keys, and you gotta wait for the other 6 keys to do their bit before you can finish the job. Here in my new job, you just get given the ring. You're like, here's your 18 keys. Go for it. Go crazy. So you just get to sit down and do what you want, and well, no, you won't. You know, you get to sit down and do what you need to do, and you don't have anyone stopping you, which is nice.
These are programmer socks problems.
They are.
Now, I had a job at one point where I required
I used to have a job.
I required access to a significant part of our file structure in order to be able to download required installation files for our workflow. It took 6 months to get access to that part of the file server.
So what did you do for 6 months?
I had to have other people on my team manually download the files and send them to me.
Just had a Google Drive with a bunch of sensitive data. Now
Pretty much,
China
yeah.
knows your code. Now all China knows your code.
I can't believe this. Talking in the middle of my week. God. Wow. Yeesh.
Literally,
Other
yeah,
than-
negative 4 points to Rowan. There you go.
Out.
Thank
That'd
you,
make you
thank you.
happy.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So yeah, no, that's been the majority of my week. Kind of like just there's been a lot. Like we went out and visited customers. We installed some hardware. We tested some Ethernet ports. Standard, IT stuff. Um, Other than that, it's really been quite, the standard just streams and chilling and streams and watching anime. And I'm obsessed with Windbreaker at the moment, and it's just good. I just like it. It's fun.
I need to catch up with that. Like I watched the one episode with you while we were chilling out, and I didn't watch the rest of it because I was like, that's a Lumi show now. Fucking, I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I do that. It's fucking, I'm broken. I'm broken in that way.
I do the same for a family. I'll wait to watch the rest with that person. And I did kind of I have this show called You, just called You, which is a very weird show, right? It's about this guy who is he owns a bookstore, and he has this really nice like deep voice that like every time he narrates it's like you. I fell in love with you staring through the window as you read Dickens off the dusty books in my shelf. And like he's got this really nice voice, right? And like that immediately drew me in. But his whole thing is he falls in love with these ladies who really aren't good for him. They're not good people, let's be honest. They're a little fucked up in a lot of ways. And it all goes like south so hard. Like he starts killing people to protect these ladies.
What?
And this has gone on for 5 seasons now.
This went from to huh?
Right? Yeah. So like it's like this girl, like there's this girl he likes, and she's got this ex called Benji who keeps coming over and like having fun, fucking around, and then he's like, "Oh, you're a bad person, Benji. Now you can't fuck her anymore because I fucked you."
No, wait, hold on.
What? But it's like this like he changes like a different girl every season because they don't last. Is the easiest way I'm gonna put that.
The wildest plot line.
And like I watched it with some friends that, like when they first started, and they're like, I don't know how I feel about a serial killer sitcom show thing, and I'm like, I'm fucking in.
That sounds fucking awesome.
And I'm on season 5 now. I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna watch it with someone, but then they've taken 7 years to watch any of it, so I'm like, no, I'm just gonna watch it. So I'm enjoying it. Again, his voice, I like his voice. So I've started watching that.
17 billion
17
years of
billion
watching
years.
it. Dude, I
Yeah.
understand that when you start watching an anime with somebody and you power watch to like 4 episodes and you're like, hell yeah, and you're like, oh well, do you want to watch it again sometime soon? They're like, heck yeah. And then like you go your separate ways, and then it's just like every time you're like, hey, we should watch it again. And they're like, yeah, we should. And then that's as far as it ever goes. And you're like,
Yep.
what the fuck? I want to see what's happening. There's a whole new
Right?
season now. What?
Yep.
What?
You know what?
I'm calling
Yeah,
out
you know-
somebody. I'm publicly calling out somebody. Tatsu, watch Bleach with me. What the fuck?
You know what annoys me, right? And I just don't understand how people can do this, right? If you're enjoying an anime or a show or a movie, right?
Mhm.
And you get halfway through the movie, the show, the episodes, whatever, and you just cold turkey stop,
Oh, how do
right?
you do that?
Like
How do you
you're
do
in the
that?
middle of watching, I don't know, Bleach, right? Use Bleach. Well, you're into watching Bleach, and Ichigo's fighting Aizen, and you just go, you know what? I don't need to watch the rest of this.
How do you stop in the middle of the Aizen? What?
That's what I don't get those people, right? Someone I was used to like talk to a lot was like, oh yeah, we watched My Hero Academia, it was great, and they were up to date. I was up to date, then they fell behind by 2 seasons, and I was like, how the and they're like, oh well,
Is this why you don't talk to them
pick it
anymore?
up again.
Because they don't keep up with anime?
Well, no, there's other reasons that we don't
you
talk
just
as
stop
much anymore.
talking. You just stop talking. They're like, became
But I
2
just
seasons
don't-
behind me. Fucking just it disappears into
Dead
the
or-
ether.
They're dead to me.
I don't want to
No.
play with you anymore. The
No.
Woody moment.
No, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm like, well, if it's out and I've watched so far, I want to know what's happening, right? Unless they turn around and kill off all your favorite characters, then I'm like, well, what, Game of Thrones me, fuck off.
I guess. I mean, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
No.
I mean, have you seen Have you seen Blood War? Have you seen Blood War?
Well, see, this I thought I had, but I've missed the third season. Apparently, I've watched
But
season 1 and 2.
But you watched the
not
first
season 3.
season, but you saw
Yeah.
the first season. Okay, that's basically what that show did. Spoilers.
I mean,
Spoilers.
I was mad about Hitsugayo.
Everybody was like, me and Tatsu were like mouth agape. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Just like they're just gonna like do this like right now. Like these beloved characters. Are you?
Yep.
Are you?
Yep.
This might be like a spoiler or like the best promotion for Blood War. Like that first like the first fight that you'll see, and you'll understand what I mean. It's like, how did they? Why would they? Really?
You know, there's a bit of the Blood War that I still don't really understand, right? And that's Ishida.
Oh yeah.
Like where I'm at, obviously, I'm like, I've watched like what season 2 or whatever, and I'm like, I don't get how he went from I'm not involved to where he is now. I don't understand.
I'm about to say
how,
we can't. We could spoiler. It was a big spoiler warning because Blood War is still fairly newish. I said fairly newish. I didn't say new. It's fairly newish. Like it's still airing, and like if you haven't gotten into it, like do it.
It's a very sideways, like diagonal slant that just happened, and I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand. Anime weird.
Anyway, that anime is weird to begin with because I thought we were just never getting any more Bleach, and then suddenly we did.
And then suddenly Bleach.
Suddenly Bleach, and we were all like, well.
I feel like
you know what I can't wait for? You know what I can't wait for?
What?
Demon Slayer.
Oh,
we have free movies. We have free movies to finish the anime, and I want them so bad because.
Please be better than Mugen Train. Please be better than
Mugen Train was.
Was mid. It was mid.
I enjoyed it.
Movie.
It
was a mid movie.
How can you say that?
It was
How
mid.
Can you say that?
It was mid.
No.
I love the show. And then I watched Mugen Train and I was like,
which was amazing and horrible all at the same time.
It was fine.
Because of Best
fine.
Boy.
It was fine. What? Fucking El Doggo? Fucking Pat. Fucking no. I didn't like Mugen Train. I stand on this hill.
You die on this hill.
What are you gonna slay me yourself, big boy?
I have a sniper aimed right at you.
You should have let me go on. I was gonna be like, "Where's the dot coming from?"
My sniper is trained on your forehead.
Is that what
you can't see bad things?
Is that what you call me?
You can't say bad things about Best Boy. He
New
take it from us too soon.
Fucking anyway, what Best Boy? I can't say
anything. Umai. If you say bad things about Rengoku, the people will hunt you down.
Doggo, fucking Doggo. That's just a golden retriever.
What?
That's just a golden retriever.
You know, actually, small break from conversation. Have you seen the furry versions of Deku and Bakugo and
no.
Tanjiro and that people have been drawing? It's like they're very cute. They're very well done.
Okay. Show me
later.
I said
later.
I said later.
I
did. I said later. Okay.
Okay, we're in agreement then.
-1 point.
Hey, we're in agreement.
-2 points.
I'm gonna.
-0.5 point for that. I
get in the back rooms. I'm breaking the walls.
I enjoy backrooms break. So okay. So just generally just a week. Just you had to start a new job. Good job, pet, and did streaming. Watch anime.
It's not been a week, but it's been a week.
It's been a week. Again, ... new hashtag right here. Can you add periods? Can you add ellipses to a hashtag? Work that one.
Ellipses hashtag. It's been a week.
God. I'm never escaping this.
No,
Listeners, if you ever see Rowan at a con, you have to go, it's been a week.
it's been a week.
I will die.
I hope so. I hope so.
You know what? If someone literally comes up to you and does that, it'll make my fucking day. Make my year.
Yeah, well, hell yeah. All right. I guess I can tell you a little bit about my week. I played a lot of games. I again put like 20 hours in a Monster Hunter. I'm still on World, that one. I'm on Iceborne. I'm doing the Iceborne DLC.
Hell yeah.
And like it's fun.
Mhm.
I want to play Wilds now, but like
Mhm.
the person I'm playing with is refusing to let me play Wilds until I'm done with Iceborne. I'm like, why are you gatekeeping me? And I desperately want to get to the new thing because like I've heard so many good things about it, and everybody's asked me to now play Wild, and I'm like, I will someday. So that's been a thing. I've and then I brought somebody new in to play World with us, and Pochi, if you know who they are. And like it was fun. We played last night until way too late, and I got yelled at by Lou in my DMs.
Listen, right? I saw you playing Worlds, and I was like, it's 11 a.m. We start in like 8 hours. I know where this is going. So I'm gonna just make a quick little haha, don't be late, smiles.
Smiles.
You know, smiles aggressively, hiding the knife behind the back.
Asterisk,
Cool.
smiles, asterisk.
And, you know, and I figured, you know, maybe, right? Like you've mentioned before that you lose track of time.
I do.
So I was like, you know what? This is gonna be me just gentle reminder, right? Just so you know, because at the end of the day, maybe you did lose track of time.
That was
So.
not the case. That wasn't the case. I actively
like, you
knew
know,
what time it was. I actively knew what time it was, and I was desperately trying to get out of hunting. I was like, I need to go to bed. But you know who? Just continuously,
Oh.
like, don't leave. I'm like, I have to. My productivity
believe you.
sucks because of this.
Can't believe you've been managed so well.
Trust me, we're going to talk about that later, but we're not doing that on here. Anyway, so I did that. Done some streaming. I played Backrooms Break. You guys should play that game. It's very goofy. Other than that, Twitter's been broken for like 3 days, so that's good. That's been awesome.
Classic Twitter moment, honestly.
Yeah, like if you in the future, it's probably fixed by now, but like everything's broken.
Yeah.
Like,
You know
DMs
what?
are broken, notifications are broken, media is broken. I'm like, I can't see my furry smut now, and I'm upset. Okay.
Small tangent, right? Funny, kind of related, right? So I saw and was in my first Tesla this week,
Ooh.
which was a weird experience because immediately going towards the car, I was hit with two emotions, right?
Mhm.
First one was, oh, it's a fucking Tesla. Second one was, ooh, it's blue.
Ooh.
So I was like, I was visually happy, but I was visually disgusted at the same time.
Well, it's even
And
your
then-
color blue, because if I remember right, that blue is like your color blue.
Kind of. It was a little bit darker, but I get in, right. I have to get in this car to get into Tesla and drive away. And immediately I'm like, okay, well, first of all, it's an electric car, so it's weird for me not to have the stick shift because I always drove manual. But you know, whatever, that's fine. But it has this massive fucking screen. It's got like a fucking iPad on like the dash, and I'm like, holy
24
Oh, yeah,
shit!
I've seen
It's
those,
a 24-inch screen. The
Yeah.
the
Crazy.
Triumph,
Like,
whatever.
why do you need this?
All the better. So that's, you know, I'm like, okay, sure, whatever, sat nav and things, I guess, right? And it's cool because like when you put your phone in like a little bit beneath it, it charges it, and also it's, you know, it's wirelessly connected. So boom, awesome, cool, whatever. But the bit about it is that I didn't hate like how it moved, right? Like, you know, I just expected to hate everything about it because it's a Tesla and Elon's a twat and but like I just had I was sitting there, I was like, you know what, this is actually not a bad car. I can see why people own these. And then I found myself going, no, don't go to the dark side.
No.
So here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. I've had that experience too. And the problem is like, yeah, hate the dude that makes money off of it, right? That's totally fine. But the people that engineered it and like got it all together and working and doing the thing, they're actually very intelligent people. That the twat didn't have anything to do with the engineering of that car or how it works or any of that. They just threw money at it and said, "Give me profit." And like that sucks because now it's like the moral dilemma of, do I hate hating the artist versus the art, right? Because it's like, I hate you. And I'll say it with my chest. I hate you. But I like the product that you're attached to. So do I give in and just buy the thing? The answer for me is no. It's not economical. But do I hate the product? No. The product's actually really solid. I know a lot of people that were involved in that, and I think it's like kind of worthwhile. I wish. Didn't they say a couple of years ago they were like, we need to oust this person? Like,
Oh, yeah.
just pay him off. Why hasn't that happened yet? It's such a good product. Just get rid of that, and it'll work so much better. And they're like, oh, but then our profit share will go down because of all the crazies. Good. Get rid of the crazy people, and you get a whole new profit margin of people that are sane. Like, please.
I mean,
I'm begging you.
I mean, to that logic, though, right? Like, if the world worked like that, get rid of that. They're crazy. It would work so much better. America would be a much better place if you just got rid of Trump. And if that's the way the world worked, everyone would be happier. But also,
are we suddenly a political podcast? What the fuck?
We're having a political sidestep.
Oh no. Well, anyway, now that half of you have left, I'm glad. I'm glad you're gone.
The crazies are gone.
Sorry. Glad you're gone. Anyway. But no, yeah, Teslas are cool. I like them a lot. I drove a Rivian once, and like that car is also really cool. That technology is 10 years behind where it should be, and like because again, oil companies are, a thing. But no. It's so good. It's so good. I cannot wait until the day I can go, my 2020 Ram has been replaced by let's be realistic, a 2045 Ram that has every fucking feature that I've ever wanted.
Honestly.
And it's just like the V1 Tesla, but like good. And that's what I
can
want.
go to space in this one.
I can go to space. Dude, what if we all lived in like a 90s like space anime? What's that one? What's that one I really like?
Cowboy Bebop.
Not Cowboy Bebop. The other one. The
Space
one that
Dandy.
No, that's not a 90s anime. What the fuck?
What's
wrong with you? What's wrong with you? No. Stop guessing! It's the one with the bullets, the weird bullets.
Outlaw Star.
Yes, Outlaw Star. I want to live in Outlaw Star. I want to have those.
Oh, I've not heard of this one actually.
Outlaw Star
live
rules.
In the fucking clan world.
Yes, I want to be Aisha. I want to be the Clan. Fucking I want to be a bratty little fucking cat shark and like have my own little clan.
That sounds right for you.
Isn't there a whole thing that they're just all buff women and they somehow reproduce?
Yes. I love them. I love them so much.
That's
Well, they grab other people to make that happen. Like,
This is a fucking
mean-
Futurama. Snoo.
Yeah, it's basically what it is. I love. If you guys haven't seen Deep Cut, if you've not seen Outlaw Star, there's only one season of it, and it's worth a watch. Like they never continued it. They never continued it, and they should have. But it's a worthwhile watch, and it's a good manga.
That's such a shame that I hate when you have something that's like objectively just a fantastic piece of media that never got the love it should have gotten.
Like I'm rewatching Birdie the Mighty, which is another anime that was aired in the 80s. I love your speaking of. And it was aired in the 80s and then shut down and then came back in 2008 as a reloaded project, and it's so good. It's so good. My server has been literally just going in and watching anime like every other day and just catching up with it, and I love it. I love it. That's what I want Outlaw Star to do. Just Outlaw Star recocked or something. I don't know.
Hey, look, Trigon got a remake, so I could see it happen. They tried to do fucking Cowboy Bebop as a live action, and that failed. So you never know. Maybe Gene Starwind gets his time.
So that's probably like one of my guilty pleasures, watching old anime, because like they're good. Like if you've never seen like a good older anime that was drawn on cells
Mm.
and like you can tell the quality difference. It's like holy crap, somebody sat down and like drew all of this. This is the detail is amazing. And then sometimes you watch it and the detail's crap. Like Ranma and Half, love you to death, but some of your scenes are real lazy.
There's like
I
You
a
just reminded me of
huge
something
market.
that I love and hate.
Well,
I love Berserk.
Yeah.
And the original Berserk anime and the 3 movies they did to kind of catch everyone up on the lore so
Mhm.
far
Mhm.
were fantastic. They were
Fantastic.
so pretty. They were drawn lovely. They were gorgeous. They were just everything that you wanted, right? And the voice acting, it was all great. And then we got the more recent anime.
Hey,
And,
Guts,
like,
you're
you
looking
know-
weird. You're looking kind of weird,
Oh,
Guts.
you know what? Like they like, oh look, here's the launch trailer, the anime intro, right? And it's all drawn, it's all pretty, it's all lovely, it's all good. And then you get the actual show, and it's like this weird 2.5 3D bullshit.
Guts, you're looking real odd. I don't know what happened to you, homie. You're kind of rigid.
Mm.
What the fuck?
Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah,
Just
that anime did.
draw it. Just draw it, and it'll be good. And what pisses me off, what really pissed me off, is that every time they did a flashback, it was beautifully drawn.
Yeah, because it's a
Well-
beautiful anime. It's a beautiful anime, and it's a beautiful manga.
Mm.
But then we ended up with that. It was like, all right, well, and it's
There's
still
no
good.
wonder
The
it never
problem is,
finished.
the problem is, it just looked ugly. It looked ugly.
Yeah.
But the story is still good. It's just ugly.
Oh, yeah. I watched all of it because I like the story and I like the voice acting, but like, fuck me, that some of those visuals were hard to get through.
Well, I mean, at the time, right? The writer
Yeah.
of that was like already very sick.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Like, but and that's part of the reason why it happened that way. And then
Yeah.
what was it? Their wife, girlfriend, something was gonna like bring it
There
back, and
was-
everybody was like, "No, please don't,
No.
Don't actually.
please do not,
Yeah.
please
Leave
do
it
not."
rest.
I'm sad we live in a world where like a lot of the great anime folk have passed away. Akira Toriyama, Ghibli, most of the Ghibli.
Most of the, except for the old man himself, refuses to retire, will die at the drawing table. I swear to you, one day they're just gonna come in and he's gonna be slumped over it, and it's just gonna have a dick butt like drawn in the corner. It's like the last thing I did was draw in
man
my
on
style a
Totoro.
dick butt.
That man is a fucking legend and will
Actual-
be for a very long time.
Smokes like a chimney, drinks like a fish, cusses like a sailor, does not give a shit about you, and just does amazing work. I love him so much. So much. Anyway. I tried to segue so hard and it didn't work. Because we all went
Damn.
collectively went, anime! Hard segue then. I have guilty pleasures. And one of mine happens to be old anime. It really is. It really is. One of the things I can just sit there and consume. Like, fine. A fine wine. A vintage. Some of it's kind of crap. And some people look at it and they're like, old. Or they go, I don't like it because it's not like modern or whatever. But to me, it's perfect. I love it. And I want it. I want more of it. And if you have more of it, I will talk to you about it endlessly. It's not just a guilty pleasure, it's also a hyper. We already did hyperfixation. Somebody else wants. But today, I want to know what your guilty pleasure is. Whether that be shows, games, food, an activity you do, something. What's something that you do for yourself and it's just that's the thing that you like to do. Like, whether or not people will grossly agree with you or not, and whether it's weird or kind of mundane, I want to know. At the end of the day, I want to know how to make you smile. What is the thing? What is your guilty? And for that, I ask the two of you. And to start it off, I want you to play rock paper.
Okay.
Wait, how do we do that?
So in We have a Discord. In Discord, I want you to go to general, and I want you to type in your answer. Rock, paper, or scissors. And then
Okay.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Run.
Yes.
All right. I want you to press enter in 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay. Well, they both chose rock. Try again. I love this bit. This is a good bit. All right. Lumi,
Yeah.
what'd you pick? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
No
No way! 2 rocks. All right, we're gonna Rochambeau one more time, and then I'm choosing. Ro, shim, bo, shoot.
Ah.
Ah!
Rowan wins
I
with
tried
the
to
surprise
try to
rock.
meta game.
The
but I
surprise
forgot
rock.
I
Rowan's just
stuck to
full
my
of rocks.
guns.
Just full of rocks.
Yeah, that's the only thing tumbling around up here. You think I got brain
Yep.
cells? No, I just got rocks.
You get points for your rock. So you get an amount of points for winning rock, paper, scissors. That's not Rowan. I bet. Anyway, Rowan.
And here I thought we were going to do funny
Hi.
titles.
No. Well, we can still do funny titles. Actually, you know what? Yeah, now I'm demanding a title. I'm changing the
Oh,
rules.
crap. I didn't have a title ready for this. Oh no.
That negative points for you.
Well,
My episodes are chaos, and you should have known this coming in.
I'm aware.
Negative that many points for not having a title. This many points to Lumi for having a title ready.
I have one ready if you want it.
No, Rowan's turn.
Okay.
They have 10 seconds, otherwise they're gonna lose more points. 9, 8.
Polar freeze.
Oh, older. What?
It will become clear.
Okay. Become transparent. Disappear.
Become a PNG.
Anyway, Rowan. Polar freeze or whatever you said.
Yeah, polar freeze.
Polar freeze.
It's just a fun title. So you said guilty pleasures, you said food, and I immediately thought of the guiltiest of all my food pleasures. And both of my partners are going to be listening to this, and they already know what I'm going to say.
Mm.
You know slushies, you know ices?
God. Yes.
Yeah.
Slush
Yeah.
puppies. Slush puppies.
Slush puppies. Pretty much anything in that category is my guilty pleasure.
Okay.
There are so many times I will go somewhere and I will look for, like, if I'm at a mall or something, I will look for a location specifically just to go and get some kind of blended frozen drink.
Is it like the fruity ones, or do you like the coffee ones? Does it matter?
So I really like the fruity ones. But the weird thing about this is that this isn't even necessarily a flavor thing. I do really like a lot of the flavors. I really like the strong fruity flavors, but that's because I just like strong fruity flavors.
Yeah, I
I
wonder
really
why.
like really sweet flavors as well. And those things have a heinous amounts of sugar. They're extremely unhealthy for you.
Mhm.
But I've discovered that the real pleasure of these is it's like a texture thing. It's like a texture and a temperature thing, right?
You're an ice eater. You're an ice chewer. Aren't
I
you?
have been known to chew on ice.
Negative points. Do not do that. It's bad for your teeth.
I don't anymore because my teeth are so screwed up that I will probably actually break my teeth if I chew on ice too hard.
Just, like, you tell me your guilty pleasure, and I'm like, negative points for having an opinion. Okay.
Take care of your teeth. Don't have bad
How-
genetics that ruin your teeth.
So, how often do you do this? Like, is it like a weekly thing? Is it like
It depends.
monthly thing?
Depends.
Okay.
What I will say is that it is extremely dangerous for me to be allowed to have a blender in my apartment.
Do you have one?
I do have a blender in my apartment.
Oh God.
Which means I can make these things anytime I want. So typically my process here is like I'll get like those little like Kool-Aid packets, right? The
Mhm.
things where it's like normally like you put it in like 2 quarts of water, right?
The thing Lumi hates. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me how many quarts into a liter? Hang on.
Are you trying to convert it for the
yeah.
rest of the
No,
world?
just for Lumi
Are
specifically.
you
Look,
kidding me?
listen, right? Small sidestep, right? There's a show on Apple TV that I'm watching at the moment, and they're doing a movie about Kool-Aid. So he made Kool-Aid shots, and everybody hated them, and
Oh,
they
no.
sounded fucking vile.
Today I've learned that a quart is about a liter.
Yep.
Um,
I could have told you that.
Oh,
I'm
Oh.
so
educated.
one of those
I'm
little packets
educated.
usually makes about 2 quarts, 2 liters of Kool-Aid. I half that. I do about half that amount of liquid. And I'll mix that up. I'll put in the requisite amount of sugar. Get that all made. And then I'll put most of that into a bowl to save for later, so that I just have that Kool-Aid ready to go, so I can make myself slushies.
Mhm.
And then whenever I want to make one, I can just like pour out like a quarter of that bowl into the blender. Get like
Is it a dog bowl? It just has a dog bowl full of it. It's like, "Let me make a slushie real quick." Let me
No,
make a
but
quick
I
slushie.
do. As a tangent here, I do actually have disposable dog bowls.
No
As
way.
yes,
they are slush puppies.
No way.
I
You're not
have
admitting to being a
disposable
puppy girl right
dog
now.
bowls.
You're not. You're not admitting to
and
being a
I-
puppy girl in this
I
episode,
originally
right?
got them because of the puppy girl meme, and not because I got them ironically.
Oh
And then I
no.
realized that they were actually a really fucking convenient shape.
Oh my god.
They are unironically a really convenient shape for a disposable piece of kitchenware.
I didn't think the episode by Guilty Pleasures was gonna turn into this. Hold on a second.
But like, that's the thing, is that that's not even a puppy girl thing. That's just, oh shit, these are actually just really convenient.
Lumi.
Yeah, how's up?
Puppy girl. Point. You've got to agree with me on
Can't-
this one.
You can't gaslight me into this.
No, I'm not
Puppy
gaslighting
girl.
you into anything. You did it yourself.
That's true.
But I do have I have like this big punch bowl, like one of those like Tupperware bowls, right? So I'll have like a bunch of Kool-Aid mixed up there. Portion that out. Just throw like a tray of ice in there, blend it up, and I got myself a slushie. And it's great.
Oh.
But sometimes there's times where I'm like, okay, well, I don't really want that much sugar, or I don't feel like actually making like the whole bowl of Kool-Aid, etc. But I still want the experience of eating a slushie. And this is where the pleasure is truly guilty.
Oh,
Right.
no.
I have been known to make slushies that are literally just water and ice,
There's no way.
and I will drink that. And
So
I will
wait.
enjoy it. That is a good, enjoyable experience for me.
So wait, is your guilty pleasure just like super cooling things until they have a texture? Is that what
No,
this is?
it's slushies. It is blended frozen drinks.
Yeah. I mean, what is a water slushy but like a super cold water?
I mean, the key there is the texture, right? It's just like it's got all the ice blended into it.
No, fair. That's a good one.
I have a
That's
I have a
good one.
question.
What's up?
a small question about the slushies thing. So when you make slushies, right? So there's 2 different kinds, right? You've got your kind of like standard like icy drink, right? Where it's like frozen ice with like syrup in it, and you can tell it's frozen ice because it's got that kind of texture to it. Or are we talking like the actual slushies from like the slush piping machines where
The
it's
beads.
basically just water with like bits of ice in it?
It's
that
like
you
the
can-
beads. It's like the beads.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause there's like the
Yeah.
two. There's like So there's Gator Ice, which has got the little tiny, Americans call them weird things. The Gator Ice,
Yeah.
where it's like the little tiny like circle ice bits that are inside of it with some like super cold drink. And then there's the one where it's like you took just the drink and then it turns into like crystallized ice shavings. Like which one do you prefer, and do you have like what preference is it, and like what do you go for most?
I like the ice shavings, honestly.
I mean, that's the correct answer, but
Yeah, it's the correct answer, of course.
You know what's funny is
Uh,
that whenever people talk about like ice chips in like the hospital,
Yeah.
genuinely what I thought that was.
yeah, kinda.
um, now there is of course one downside to the homemade slushy method, which is it's not like you're just putting regular ice in there. So like
Oh yeah.
in a classic, like if you go to like a movie theater or whatever and get an icy, like that shit is icy all the way down.
Right, because they have like you need a special machine to make an icy.
Yeah.
You buy yourself a margarita maker. I had a friend that recently did that, and it's changed their entire life. And I mean that like an actual way. That has changed their life.
You know how it is though,
have
right? Like
I have one friend who knows this fact about me and has like they have genuinely considered, and I still think they might do it someday, and I'm a little fearful of it. They have told me that they might genuinely actually buy me one of those icy machines. We looked it up. They are a lot less expensive than you would think.
Like
you
300
know
bucks.
how it is though, right? You know how it is though, right? Like you go, you make ice cream in the house, right? You make boba tea in the house. You make any of these, I'm gonna say it, kids-based drink or food products in the house. They're never as good as when you get them in a store.
No, and you usually do it like once. You do it like once as a novelty, and then that shit sits in a cupboard for the rest of
Yeah.
time.
But that's
Like I
Yeah.
made ice cream 4 years ago.
but that's the
like,
thing. This would not be a novelty for me. That's the thing where it's
Oh.
like, no, that is a machine that I would actually maintain and use on the regular if I owned it.
don't be
Oh yeah,
like
but that's
me.
different.
Don't be
That's
like me.
different.
Don't be like me. I used to have a coffee maker at my desk because I was a mangaka,
I did
okay?
that
And
too.
I was a mangaka, and I like didn't like. I was a mangaka, and I didn't like getting up to like do stuff because I was like, I'm busy. I gotta draw these panels out. And I just had a fucking coffee maker in my office, like within arm's reach, and a mini fridge that had my sugar, my coffee creamer, and my coffee in it. And I would just like make coffee and do it. And it's like, one day I just came in and I was like, this is fucking cringe.
That is
Why?
so dangerous.
Why is this
What am I
here?
doing with my life?
Yeah, I just got rid of it. I was like, I gotta get rid of this shit. What the fuck? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. There's gonna be more than one, so I hope you think about that. I'm giving you the heads up now. Lu-
I have a second one.
Lumi, give me a cool
Yeah.
title.
Let's go with hey bada swing.
There's no way. Okay, good title.
I'd
I'm gonna give
just
you.
like to
I'm
point
gonna
out
give you.
my title was cooler on account of
You're
literally
getting
being
negative
cold.
points for interrupting, and I am assigning points for titles. So like you interrupted for no good reason. Lumi, continue.
You know what my guilty pleasure is?
Yes, that's what this episode is.
Musicals.
Oh.
The hey batter swing. If you didn't recognize that, that was from High School Musical 2.
I knew what it was from.
No, I had a feeling you would.
God.
Yeah, I have a weird like of musicals, and I think it entirely draws from the fact that I like to sing, despite that I can't, but I like to. And I just like musicals. I have watched all of them. Everyone that I can just get my hands on. I'm like, this. I even have on DVD the like 1993, I think, Tom Sawyer movie, which is like. It's just a bunch of furry animated cartoon where they clearly took LSD and made songs.
True.
It is the trippiest movie you will ever see. I will show you later one of the songs where they're like going down a river, but it's like on an LSD trip. It's crazy. But you know, I watched High School Musical. That kind of got me into the phrase. I was like, oh, this isn't terrible, but I can't tell anyone, right? Because you tell people at school that you're gonna punch you.
And then
At
Wicked
least
came
where I'm
out.
from.
And then Wicked
I
came
did
out.
not
And then
Wicked
Wicked
came
came out.
Well, that was many years down the line, you know, in real life time. But like, you know, High School Musical happened, Camp Rock happened, the fucking Lizzie McGuire movie happened, and that was like a Hilary Duff awakening for me.
Oh yeah.
There was all that, and I was like, oh, cool, films, great, you know, singular, hour and a half long, so it was good. I get my injection, and then I move on, and then the next one comes out in like 2 years, and then Glee happened,
Oh shit.
and I watched all of Glee, all of it, every episode. You know what? You want to know how bad this got? I knew the names. Do you know who William Michael Lee Harvey is?
No.
He's the Will Schuster. He is the teacher from Glee. Do you know he had an album? He had an album
What?
that got released on a CD. Yes, this is that long ago. A CD. Matthew Morris. I think his name is like. I think his name was like Matthew Morrison or something. Like his real name was Matthew Morrison. That was like his stage name or something. I don't fucking remember. This was many years ago. Did you know who what's his name? Fucking Mark Salling is?
No.
He played Puck, the dumb beefhead
Puck.
football player. He played Puck, who also had an album which I own.
Why didn't you talk
They
about
have
this during your hyperfixation episode?
Because it's not really. I feel like I've weaned off it a little bit, right? Like I still love musicals, and when I see a good musical, we're not talking fucking garbage. Like what was that movie? The one that everyone loved. Fucking.
You're about to piss a
Forget
lot
what's-
of people off. You're about to piss a
I
lot
know
of
I
people
am. I know I am. It's the one oh it's like they're on like a. They do a lot of it on a road, and it was like this big thing like 7 years ago.
off. God, I don't know. I'm gay. I'm not that kind of gay.
I can't remember. La La Land. La La Land.
Oh yeah.
Boring
Oh, the one with
ass movie.
the famous fucking like the Oscar thing. La La Land.
That bullshit.
Yeah.
Crap, hated it. Well, you know what I did love? You know what movies you had? Fucking great. The Greatest Showman. Greatest Showman was amazing.
Oh, that was a
Hairspray.
phenomenal movie.
Amazing. Phenomenal movies. Tick Tick Boom. Also an amazing movie.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yes, exactly.
It's a good
Wicked,
movie.
as you mentioned already as well.
I was about to say something about Wicked. So,
Mm.
listen. I have not seen Wicked yet, and I say that with an asterisk. Because last
Mhm.
night I went in and was watching Wicked with some friends
Mhm.
in the funny 3D Avatar game. I'm not saying the name because of legal reasons. I was watching it, and I stopped at the halfway point because I had to go take photos with somebody. And
Mhm.
you earlier, like, how do people just stop watching anime midway through? I feel like you also have an opinion about me stopping Wicked halfway through.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's your opinion?
What the fuck are you doing?
Look, I
Finish
didn't
the
realize
movie and then go or pause, do it, and come back.
there was an hour and a half left, and I was with like 5 other people that wanted to watch it. I was like, go ahead and watch it. I'll figure it out on my own.
Sit the fuck down, finish it, and then go take your fucking photos.
Yell at Honey. It's not my fault.
I'm yelling at both of you right now. You know what? You know what happened? You know what? I don't know if you've seen it, right? But you know how they did like the prequel to Wonka, and it had the guy from the Dune movies in it, whose name I never remember. Watch that because I was just like, oh, it's just a quirky movie about the Wonka guy. Oh, and that guy's in it. That sounds pretty cool. Didn't know it was a musical. Was pleasantly surprised. Hugh Laurie being like, Oompa Loompa Deedly Doo, I've got another puzzle for you, was fucking hilarious. Beauty and the Beast, the live action, is the only live action Disney movie I will watch because fucking what's her name? Hermione Granger. Oh shit.
Fake fan. Fake
I will
fan.
remember her name. I will remember her name.
I know
Emma
her
Watson.
name. Yeah, I'd say
Emma
I know her
Watson.
name, and I don't even.
Emma
I'm not even
Watson.
got this weird.
Emma Watson,
Yeah.
my fucking spirit animal. Encanto, the other Disney movie with the Day of the Dead.
Wow.
Fucking
Wow. Wow.
I
Oh.
know
You're
exactly what
floundering.
you're talking about.
Points. Points.
hold on, you've got to give me a second. I've got a lot of musicals in my brain right now.
Even
oh,
I
God,
know what this
Rio
is.
was great. Oh God, Coco.
Yeah. There you go. Got
Yeah.
there. Got there.
Look. There's a lot of movie trivia up here. You got to give me a second to sift through it.
No, I don't have to anything. Continue.
I just love them. I love them. They're like a mini addiction. And whenever I find out there is one, and I hear a song that's good, I'm like, I gotta listen to it. I gotta watch it. Like the Prince of Egypt. Prince of Egypt has one of the best fucking animated songs that I have fucking remember. Lives in my brain as a fucking like an earworm. I didn't like Wish. Wish was a terrible movie, but the fucking Chris Pine spoken song kind of lives in my head rent free, even if it's a terrible villain song. Mulan, I could go on.
Mulan is like, that's cheating.
Classic.
Mulan's cheating. Mulan is
Yeah,
like
but-
straight cheating.
But like,
Everybody
I also
born
like when they
before the year
take.
2000 knows Mulan.
Yeah.
But I also love how they do like parodies of them. You know, like the Pokemon version of "I'll Make a Man Out of You" was fucking brilliant. Oliver and Company. That fucking initial song. Why should I worry? Fucking.
Lemmy, I will give you.
there.
I will give you 20 points right now if you can sing one stanza of "Be a Man" and give it effort.
What do you mean by one stand?
Stanza. Do you not musical nerd but doesn't know what a stanza is?
Wow.
What
Fake
You
the
fan.
just said. I
fuck?
heard stand.
Stanza.
Sorry, I heard
Stanza.
stand. I thought you. I was like JoJo's. Oh, do you want? Well, hold on. Let me take a drink.
Oh my god, are we actually gonna get? Oh my
oh,
god.
hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I ever met, but you can bet before we're through, Mister, I'll make a man out of you.
I'm a woman of my word. Plus 20 points. Rowan, you're gonna have to really catch up here in a second.
Oh,
I didn't think
God.
I didn't think they'd do that. Okay, all right. Well,
Listen,
have you
I
even
was
have you
so
even
tempted.
sung? Have you even sung on your on stream before?
Yes.
Oh god. Okay. Well, it's still special to me. What the fuck?
I was
Anyway.
tempted to join in. I'm not gonna lie.
I okay. That's a good one. I like musicals, but like I don't watch a ton of them. For reference, when I said earlier I'm a gay, but I'm not that kind of gay. Like I was a jock. I played football and wrestled with men, and I just didn't like. I wasn't a theater kid. I played in jazz band. That was the closest I ever got, and I was a guitarist in that, so I was kind of the coolest member of the jazz band. And then I suddenly found myself watching them periodically. So Mulan's a cheat, but like Jesus Christ Superstar, that's one I just watched. That's just one I watched because I liked it. And then the other one that I watched following that was Encanto, which I really liked. Coco, which I really liked, and then now I'm getting into Wicked, but like it's not about me watching it. It's about me watching it with friends and just like having the greatest time of my life because I'm like listening to everybody else who's either watched it already or was a theater kid and just knows it by heart. That shit rules. That shit actually
Everything is better with friends.
that shit kind of fucks. I'm not gonna lie. Just listening to your theater kid friends that just know everything already and they're like singing the songs. Don't do it in theater, but do it. Yeah, I gotta say that because theater kids are extra. Don't do it in a theater, but do it with your friends at home, or in a Discord call, or in the funny 3D avatar game. Like, that shit is actually awesome and acceptable.
Lumi, I have a I have a question.
Hmm.
Now I have grown up surrounded by musicals as well for most of my life because of my father. My father's a big musical fan.
Whoa.
There's one that both he and my partner have introduced me to. Repo, the Genetic Opera.
Oh, that's like the best. I love Repo. Repo rules.
It rules. It is so good. Have you
Re-
seen it?
I wouldn't call it an opera. It's a rock opera. It's like different. It's so
Oh,
good.
yeah. But it falls under the category of musical for sure.
I guess.
I believe we watched that when my ex was showing me Rocky Horror Picture Show.
You know what? Fair enough.
I'm
Fair enough.
gonna have a big truth right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
Rocky Horror has some really good like musical numbers.
Mm.
I don't like the story. It's not a good story.
I think
It's
that's
not a
completely
good story.
fair.
It's not a good story, but it's got some some amazing musical numbers, and I'm just like, do more of that. I don't need anything in between. I don't need to see Meatloaf do the thing again, and I really don't. I don't need Mr. Capitalism man, fucking like talking in the weird voice. I just want you to sing because I love this part, and I can't believe I forgot his name. What's his name? What am I about to get murdered and crucified for? What's their name?
Gosh, I haven't seen it in like a decade.
You know who I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
Later on, he did Red Alert. Fucking, he's amazing. I love him, and like I would do things. But anyway, fucking what the fuck is it?
I would
Shut
do
up!
things.
What is that man's name? What is it? He's gonna kill me.
You're asking the wrong person.
You've got Google.
You have Google.
Oh,
Fine. Tim Curry. It's fucking Tim Curry. Wood.
Tim Curry.
Wood. Still wood. And he looks weird now. It's still wood. Fucking still wood. Anyway.
Man looks kind of wired now, but I still would.
Still wood. Still wood. He's funny. Like, being funny is like 90% of like the thing that I need. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell me about your musicals?
They inspired some really weird band choices when I went to like concerts.
Mm-hmm.
I've only been to two, like real music artists, air quotes, concerts, and that was because I was watching musicals with my cousin, and well, one of them was with my cousin, and then the other one was with friends because we were massive Busted nerds. If you remember what Busted was,
Yeah, I know what Busted is. Yeah.
yeah. So my cousin inspired us to go see fucking Westlife.
What life?
Westlife.
Why?
I don't even remember.
Of all the okay.
I think we were watching Glee and they did a Westlife song and one
just-
thing led to another.
Just translated. All right. I don't know.
Apparently, weirdly,
I
and
guess.
then the other one was Fight Star. Yeah, Charlie from Busted made a band and it was called Fight Star, and it was like,
Never heard of it.
oh my. So you know how like Busted was like, I went into this school and we fucked the teacher,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, Fight Star was like, I cut my veins.
The cutoff is amazing.
Oh my
the
God.
cutoff of that was amazing. It's not going to translate because of the way we record these, but man, that was good.
Like, it was
Anyway.
such an aggressive difference in style.
Yeah. You know what?
But
You
yeah.
get some points. You get some points for your topic. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay. Rowan, we're going to come back to you. You have just the biggest hurdle to go over, and I'm going to be extremely generous with you.
I don't know if I will be able to get over that hurdle, but we'll see.
I'm being extremely generous with you, so please.
I do have a title.
What's your title?
Look at what these idle hands have wrought.
I'm being generous. Go
Thank you. Your generosity is appreciated.
first.
Anyway, you want to know what it's about?
Yeah.
It's idle games.
Oh God. How do You generous. Generous.
So you know how like a lot of modern like YouTube, TikTok, whatever, like they'll put like Subway Surfers on the side to keep your attention, like to keep the attention of all the ADHD iPad kids, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Idle games are my version of that.
But that's
Like-
just that's what idle games are.
Yeah,
Is that? It's
Yeah,
exactly
that.
that.
I have this is a long running, like, it has been described as being a problem. I
Mhm.
would not necessarily call it that, but others have described it as such. But this is a long running habit of mine where I have pretty much been playing at least 3 to 4 different idle games simultaneously for like the last 8 to 9 years.
Oh my god.
Like, and some of those, I'm counting some of those where it's like, okay, I've got idle games that I check in on, like, you know, once or twice a day on my phone, right?
Once or twice a day. A day?
A day.
Okay.
But then I also have definitely had very long periods of my life where I will have an idle game open on my computer, just running in the background that I will check in on periodically throughout the day. If I'm like taking like one of my short little 5-minute work breaks or whatever, I'll open up my idle game and just check in on that for 5 minutes, you know?
You know, when I hear this, my first thought is, you know, like, boredom begets creativity. You're never bored because you're always looking at an idle game. What happened? Where did your productivity go? You playing Cookie Clicker for like 9 years? What?
Well, not anymore. I don't really
What?
play Cookie Clicker anymore. I've moved on to other idle games because I ran out of content in Cookie Clicker.
Oh my god.
Yes.
When I found out people could buy Cookie Clicker on Steam, I was very upset.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, you can buy
You
it on
can
Steam.
buy it, and I was
do-
upset.
I do own a Steam copy of Cookie Clicker.
Hold on.
Oh
Why were
my
you
God.
upset? Why are you upset? Hold on. Why?
Because it's a free browser game. Why would you pay like $5 or $2 or $3? I don't know how much it is to own it on Steam.
Because people are addicted to it, like Rowan. Rowan would
But
get
it's a free. Why would you stop clicking to start over?
And because I wanted to support the creator.
Just
Okay.
tip him.
And also, I
Okay.
wanted to start over because I ran out of content, so I needed to start a fresh save file.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm just upset.
And yes, for anyone who is even remotely familiar with idle games, most, you know, quote unquote large idle games have literally years worth of content.
Yeah,
So
that's the point.
yes, I have actually run out of content in multiple idle games. There's just something, right? It's this like perfect mixture of like being able to do something for just like 5 minutes at a time periodically throughout a day, right? Like something about that and seeing numbers get big. It activates all of the dopamine receptors, just all
That
of
is-
them.
The most puppy girl thing I've ever heard.
You shut the fuck your face.
Can't
I-
believe everyone's actually secret of Puppet Girl.
But it's not a secret anymore. This episode.
It's true.
I-
You're right.
And being attacked on all fronts.
It's real funny.
Is
Okay.
it rough?
Rough.
I swear to whatever god is listening.
So- So hold on, wait. So like, is this a guilty pleasure or is this an addiction? I feel like there's a difference.
It's
I feel like
definitely
there's a
guilty
difference.
pleasure because it has not.
Can you stop? Can you
Yes.
stop?
Yes.
Stop now.
Let me.
We'll check back in a
let's see.
week. Uninstall
Uh,
all of them now, plus all the save data.
Oh,
Yeah.
you meant for a week? No, absolutely
I want
not.
proof. I want proof. I want you to delete all of your save data. Wait,
She
you were
should
doing
just
it
say no.
right
She just
now?
said no.
Hold on a second.
can't-
Hold on. You just oh my god!
No,
During
hang
the
on.
recording of this, you had an idle game open that you were playing?
I wasn't playing it. It was running in the
Oh
background.
my Lumi. This
Mhm.
is an addiction.
No.
Oh no.
Yep.
It was just
Mhm.
left
Bro.
open in the
That's an
background.
addiction.
Oh my
That's called an
god.
addiction,
Oh
sweetie.
my god.
No, listen,
I thought
DG,
you said
when
okay,
said,
like you were
"Can
gonna like
stop?"
actually stop playing the game, and then you're like, sure. And then I thought, oh well, that was easy to resolve. No, you were actively playing a game. What? That's an addiction.
was
That's not a
minimized,
pleasure.
you
That's not a
fiend.
pleasure. That's not a pleasure. That is you are addicted to this game. Oh my god.
Correction, games.
Unlike
Games.
There's multiple.
Unlike with an addiction, this does not get in the way of me still being productive throughout the day.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Have you tried going cold turkey and seeing what happens?
Yes.
When? 9 years ago?
No, like a month ago.
And?
It was fine. I was just
Why
like,
did you
man,
start
I really
again?
need to take a break from this idle game. And I closed all my idle games for like 3 days to go work on stuff.
Oh, okay. So
Uh-huh.
in 3 days, and then you know what they say. It takes a week to build a habit. You got 3 days in and went, no, I can't. I gotta.
Then I finished the project I was working on.
See? Oh my
so
god!
you
So
just-
it
you
does.
just
It
proved-
just proved the point. Oh my god!
But I finished the project I was working on that I closed all my things to focus on doing.
Rowan,
Exactly.
Rowan. I hate to do this. That is not a guilty pleasure. That is an addiction.
No, it's not.
This is just denial now.
It is. They're getting
mean,
defensive
yeah.
because like I'm not addicted. I can quit whenever I want for
And then
3
I
days at a
did.
time. For 3 days at a time. No, you did just now because you were literally doing it while we were recording. That's insane.
Oh, I'm sorry. The background application on my computer was still running. You still have Discord open. You still have Telegram open.
Because we need. I don't have Telegram open actually.
I don't know
Oh, okay,
Telegram.
well.
We need Discord open.
How
to
is this different from
converse.
you like having, a chat program open and like checking it periodically throughout the day, right?
It's not the same.
It
It's not
is!
the same.
It's like, oh, I'm taking a break for 5 minutes. Let me go check on whatever.
Uh-huh. It's totally different. You know what, Rowan? You're right. Audience members, go to our Discord, go to our fucking. I can't even speak right now. Go to our
Reddit.
Reddit and tell us what you think.
I'm
Oh,
surprised you're not even asking me what the game is.
I
This question I was really expecting.
I
honestly.
don't think I need to know. Was it Cookie Clicker?
No, it is not Cookie Clicker.
Was it Ruby?
No.
Do you have BlueStacks? Hold on. Do you have BlueStacks
Is it-
installed on your
I
computer?
did at one point have BlueStacks installed so that I could emulate idle games on my computer.
Oh, Candy Crush, is it?
No. God, no! I have standards.
Are you sure?
Yes!
Are
I don't play bad idle games.
you sure?
Yes!
You're the kind of person that saw the spooky clicker, like the Halloween one that just came out for a day, and you played that just because, and then you got addicted to it, and it just
No,
kept
I actually
going.
never did touch that one.
The Scream Collector, I think is what it was called.
Yeah, no, didn't touch that one actually.
I'm flabbergasted. We're learning a lot about Rowan today.
That's true.
Apparently.
Okay. All right. So, Lumi, can you do one more? Can I beg you to do one more?
One more
A short
addiction?
one. Not
Or
addiction.
no,
No. One more guilty pleasure. I'm begging you.
Sure.
Can you pull one
I
out and
can
make
do
it
one more.
quick? Can you make it quick?
Yeah, yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Is this because I got that many points or because it's that short?
Uh-huh. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Lumi.
I got one more. Oh god, title would be She Came from Japan.
Okay.
Hello Kitty.
Ooh, hold on.
So
My brain.
I have a we. I feel like more of a had. It's more of a had because I kind of stopped, but I had a massively weird addiction to Hello Kitty. Not addiction, sorry. A massively weird hyperfixation. Fucking. I just really liked Hello Kitty, right?
Mhm.
It was like I got like they I don't know if you knew they did DVDs. They had Hello Kitty DVDs.
Mhm.
I had all those. They had one specifically for Charmy. For those of you who don't know, Charmy is specifically Hello Kitty's cat. She has a cat that's like on all four legs, like
Charmy's
normal
really
cat.
cute. Charmy's really
Charmy's
cute.
adorable. And it looks exactly like Hello Kitty, but like fluffier. And I had all those kind of DVDs, but we know where it really took a turn.
Mm.
Build-A-Bear.
Oh, you're so real.
Oh.
Build-A-Bear did special edition Hello Kitties that they released periodically, seasonally, every now and then. They eventually got up to doing the whole line. They had Choco Cat, they had My Melody, they had Kuromi.
Dude,
They had
get
the
out of my
frog,
walls. Get out of
Kuropi.
my walls. Get out of my walls. Get out of my walls.
They had Cinnamon Roll. They had it all. But they had special edition Hello Kitties. They had one for Valentine's. They had one for I think there was one for Mother's Day. They had one for Halloween. They had one for Christmas. They had just a normal one. They had one for like a 20th anniversary. They had one for Sick Kids Day. They had one for
Wait, what is Sick Kids Day? Hold
oh,
on.
we have a charity here called Sick Kids. And they they used to do like a thing, like a really big like charity like event every year where they raise money for the sick kids, and it was like a hospital and stuff.
I
It's like
have
the red
actually heard of
nose.
that one.
It's like the red nose event. or
Yeah,
whatever.
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And then there was all like this yellow teddy bear, so they did like a yellow headed Hello Kitty or something. Yeah, tons of different versions of them, and I own probably more than I should.
Okay.
I think there's at least 14 in my closet.
I'll say this. I'm very lucky to live where I live in San Antonio because like it's a big enough town that I get stuff. Like we get like those promotions and stuff for those. But like not all of them. Because I'll be the first one to admit I actively follow Sanrios and stuff because I love Hello Kitty. I almost as much as I love Sailor Moon. And like they'll release a thing like every other week. So like they did one that I desperately wanted and I found out that it wasn't in my area, and to get to it I would have had to have gone to New York City, and so I was prevented. It was a coffee you could buy, right? And it came in this weird cup, big cup. And you tore the bottom of the cup off. And it was like a blind bag. Like you tore the bottom of it off and there was just a stuffy in there. And that shit was so cute. And I wanted one so bad. I called friends in New York and was like, please, 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 please. And they're like, no, it's like $30. I was like, please, 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 please. And like, that happens to me all of the time because I am addicted to this. Anytime I go to a UFO claw machine place, which we have like 2, I desperately look for the machines that have the cinnamon roll and the Kuromis and the Hello Kitties, and like I love them. I have a weird guilty pleasure with those because I won. There was a time I went to an arcade, and you know those cut the rope ones, the machines where you like push the button and you release it and it's supposed to cut
those
the
things.
string. They're super duper rigged, right?
Yeah, like one of the biggest scams ever.
I did one of those and spent $10 and I won it. And you've never heard a grown woman scream so loud inside of an arcade than when that thing fell and the giant glass door opened, and I was ecstatic because it was a Hello Kitty in a chicken costume holding a cup of ramen. And
my god.
And it was like 1.5 feet tall, and I was like, this is the best day of my life. It was right there at the front of the arcade too, so the people at the counter watched this happen. And as I turned around with it, clearly embarrassed and also happy, the guy gave me the biggest like chewing a hot dog thumbs up that I've ever seen. And I was just like, oh, I'm the fucking weirdo here. I know it, but like, God, am I so happy that I got this.
You
I
you could hear from the camera going, "Here, I was looking at you, DG."
yeah, it was just like, this rules. This rules. So
Are
yeah,
they,
I understand.
are they still selling the coffee thing in New York?
No, they
Aw.
don't do that. They don't. That was like a week long limited event, but they're always doing something. And like, there's like a pop up, like they have a dedicated New York pop up for all the Sanrio stuff, and like that tends to be the stuff that I really want because it's like it's so cute, and I'm like, I just want that. It's so adorable. And like my
Yeah.
ex, I would contact them for UK stuff too. I'd be like, there's an exclusive UK thing, and they're like, I'm not gonna fucking. I'm like, please, please, please. Because I love it. I love the collabs. They do some of the best collabs of all time. Like it's so
The when I was in Orlando, we went to this place called the Mall of the Millennium,
Mhm.
and it's like this big mall, and we had like this is actually where I first got Firehouse subs.
Mhm.
And loved that. And that was great. But I was walking around this place looking for like the GameStop because I was like, you know, kid gamer, blah blah blah. And I found it, and I went inside and I walked around a bit, and I was like, bought some stuff, and then I walked out, and directly across from the GameStop, and I don't know how I didn't see this going in, was this big pink like doorway, and it was just a Sanrio store, and I was like, oh, so I ran inside. And I was like, oh, and I actually, it was funny. So I had like, oh god, I think it was like an iPhone 5 at the time,
Mhm.
and they did like custom phone cases.
No.
So I paid them like way too much money to make me a custom Choco Cat phone case that just said it just had Choco Cat's face on the back, and it beneath his face, it just said, "I Mao."
Okay.
I Mao.
Okay.
And
Amazing.
we ordered it, and they're like, it's gonna take us like this how long to come, and they're like, that's like the day we're going home. I'm like, no, and it came literally probably, if I think it was like 16 hours before we left to come home, is when it arrived in the store.
You lucky bitch.
I was so lucky. I was so happy, and for the next like 2 years, that was my phone, the IMO.
One, the realest thing is so cute. Two, everything from Sanrio is like absurdly expensive. You think the pink
yeah.
You think the pink tax is bad for like just women's product? Sanrio products, like there's a thing that I like to compare it to. So I buy face masks because I care about my skin or whatever. You can buy a regular face mask for like $1 in a pack. If I buy one that has Hello Kitty on it or any other Sanrio character on it, that shit goes from $1 to $14. And guess what dumb girl buys it anyway because she wants it? Me. I buy it anyway. I could buy 14 face masks that do the exact same thing, but this one has Hello Kitty on it.
And you want to feel cute.
Capitalism isn't dead. It's thriving.
I will say I have had to drive. One of my partners is also big obsession with Sanrio, especially the Build-A-Bear things. I've had to drive them to Build-A-Bear multiple times just to fill their Sanrio Build-A-Bears.
You know, this could fall further outward from just Sanrio and kind of go to all plushies. To be fair, I have a massive addiction for like all. Well, not massive. I have a massive like guilty pleasure. Like I have bought 6 Pokemon plushies in the last like 2-3 months.
Again,
and they're all huge.
Please get out of my walls. I
don't
want you living in there anymore.
I live here now.
Because you know that I'm the crazy girl that like if you show up to her house and she has more plushies than pillows, you're in for a wild ride. That's me. I have so many.
I feel like if we actually did end up living together, there would be a room with a couch, and that couch would be hidden beneath
the plushie couch.
It would just be a room have like you can't see the floor anymore. It's just all plushies.
Oh my god! Have you seen that hold on, sudden tangent that you just unlocked a memory in my brain. There was a urban exploration, like, really fucked up house that someone found, right? And it was like this old lady whose husband passed away, and to cope with it, she just kept buying plushies. So they enter this house, and you can't move. The floor is plushy, the wall is plushy, the ceiling is plushy.
There's no way.
plushies everywhere.
There's no way.
I will find you the video.
You gotta
I,
show it to me later. We gotta watch
I do have
this later.
a shelving unit that I have specifically just to store my plushies.
I have a plushie net. I'm one of those.
I thought about actually using plushies as one of my guilty pleasures, and I realized that's not guilty. That's just normal.
Like, I have a plushie net, and I also have a bed full of plushies. You know what I do? I cycle them out so that they don't get lonely.
Oh no!
Aw.
I'll like, oh, this week it's these 5, and then this week it'll be these 7 because these 2 can't be separated. And then it's like, it's very dumb, but like, I don't know. I like them. I'm trans. I'm not gonna have kids. Plush is about the closest I'm ever gonna get. And, I love them all. I love my little plush children. I got a piece of bread with a beret on it. You know what he's called? He's French bread. He's French toast. I love him.
Oh my god.
I love French toast. He's so cute. I love him so much. I'm looking at it right now. He's doing a little winky face at me. I'm like, he's French toast. Like,
So those, like, oh god, what are they called? You've probably seen them. They're like the little dumpling cats, and they also they're like the cat face, and they're like little round dumplings.
Yes.
Those guys, right?
Yes.
I was at MCM Comic Con, right, in like 2014, a while ago, and I was looking. I had like £10 left of like my money, like spending money. And I was walking around, and I was like, oh, well, what am I going to buy? And I ended up on this like plushie table, and they had all this stuff, and right there, staring at me, was this little black, this like, what wasn't little, it was like standard plushie size, black dumpling looking cat, right? And it had a little witch's hat on it, and I was like, oh my god, and I loved him immediately, like instant, like I need this. And I was like, how much is it? And like £12. I was like, no. So my friend came over, and I was like, I was just staring at it. I was like, and they're like, what's wrong? I'm like, I have £10. I'm like, yeah, this is 12. So they gave me £2. I was like, I'll take him.
Marry them on the spot.
I took this plushie, and that was it for the next like 5 years, right? Everything I would do would have this plushie in it, right? I would take little pictures of me with it. I would put it up to my face so it looked like my face was the cat. I set it up watching stuff on my iPad and took pictures of it. I had him watching Catface. I found another one, so he got married, and then I found 2 smaller ones, so he had kids.
That is so adorable. Oh my gosh.
His name was Magic Cat. And then eventually his little magic hat fell off. And I was like, no. But then that was the best thing that ever happened, because I just kept buying him different hats.
No, dude, no. You can't be like this. What the fuck? No.
It's perfect.
This is the kind of gays we are, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Undeniably.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that's a good one. Holy shit. By the way, I realized that you were supposed to do one anyway because Rowan went first. So, oh my god, I love these so much. I love that so much. Okay. All right. This episode has gone a lot longer than I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, I was gonna do one about like your guys' like the guilty pleasure that you might have let go of, but like we don't have time for that. Maybe another. But I've got to tally some points together. You guys had really good ones. I've talked about mine in the past. A lot of it's like older anime, and like I have a thing with sweets. God, sweets addiction is like super high. That's an addiction. It's not a guilty pleasure. That's an addiction.
Yeah.
So,
You want candy. You need candy.
oh, dude, I need cake. I need parfaits. Oh my god, if you give me a parfait, I'll smooch you. Anyway, I am going to tally these points together, and I'm going to say that I'm looking at them now, and I'm wondering if I even have to.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. It's not my fault. Listen, it's not my fault. Let me just quickly.
You're the host. You control the points.
It's not my fault. You can't blame this one on me.
This is rigged. I know it's rigged.
It's not
don't even-
rigged.
I
It's
already
not
know the
rigged.
result.
It's not
Look,
rigged.
I even stopped myself from playing rigging the game. There was an obvious guilty pleasure that DG and I both have,
Oh no.
and I
Wait.
just didn't talk about it.
Oh
Can
no.
you briefly mention it?
You know what it is.
No.
What do you think I mean? What do you think I,
I don't
mean?
know
Come
which
on.
one. I don't know which one. You
What
gotta-
have we talked about? What have we talked about extensively?
Are you talking about Blue Lock?
No, that's one technically, but not that. No.
Which one? Which
Lock in.
one? Lock in. I don't know which one it is. You gotta tell me.
I don't want to.
Wow. Okay. Secret bonus thing for the Reddit, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe go
How-
to Reddit. Maybe you'll find out.
How badly did I lose?
I'm tallying up the points. I'm laughing too hard right now. I gotta be fair and impartial. And oh man, am I being fair and impartial? All right. Would you like to know what your points are?
Yeah.
Yes.
Loopy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with Rowan actually. Rowan,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
you got a point for your small talk. Loved it so much. You got -4 points for doing like interrupting and doing like saying Lumi's title was better than or your title was better than Lumi's.
No, I was saying mine was cooler because it
Oh
was
whatever.
literally
I
about
I
ice.
don't care. Plus
Well-
plus 2 points for your points, -2 points for some, -1, +2, yada 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 so on. You ended up with 4 points. Lumi,
Yeah, what's up?
I'm gonna give you 2-point values. One with
Huh?
and one without your rendition of Be a Man.
Okay.
Okay.
Without the rendition,
Hmm.
the points that you have because of the extensive nature that you talked about your guilty pleasure, even with losing 4 points before the episode is even being recorded, you ended up with 25 points.
What on earth?
Does that mean that with is 45?
And with it's 45 points.
Yes!
This is the biggest landslide we've had this entire time. It's so intense. I looked at the points and I went, "There's no way that it's this high, right?" Because you look at them, they look pretty normal. You look at it and I'm like, oh fuck, I don't even,
Oh god, jeez.
I'm sorry. Lumi's living in my walls, and like, there might be a shit ton of bias. And
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
look, it was Slush Puppies versus Sanrio. What did you expect to happen?
Oh no.
And then Idle Games, which wasn't even a. Okay, listen, you lost points for the idols. I'm gonna be
What?
real. That's not a guilty pleasure. You have an addiction. You
No.
lost points, but
That
you
is
gained.
not-
Hold on. You gained more points than you lost because of how vehemently you were like talking about it. But you did lose some points due to the fact that you closed a game that you had open while we were recording, which is insane to me. That's
Because I forgot
insane.
to close it earlier because it was in the
I-
background.
how many
Leave me alone.
episodes have you? How many episodes has that been open?
I don't know because it's normally in the background. I forget about it.
Yeah, okay. That's Lumi.
Yeah, what's up? You want
Congratulations. Congratulations, you're the winner. Rowan,
Yeah!
I want to hear your speech first. Come here, Rowan. I don't want to hear I'll get you next time. I want to hear your thoughts.
I'm being attacked on all sides. You can't prove anything about me, even though this is recorded. You can't prove anything.
Is that it? Because I gave you 3 points for that. You were gaining points.
I'm too flabbergasted. I don't I'm trying to figure out where to go, and I'm completely baffled and flabbergasted by the events that have unfolded. This is abominable. This is an inversion of everything that I thought we held dear on this podcast.
Has it been a podcast? Has it been an episode?
Has it been an
It's
episode?
been
You know
an
what? I'm
episode.
gonna give you points. I'm gonna give you points. I'll give you points for a thing. All right, Rowan, your updated point counter is 4.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks.
I gave you 3 plus 3 negative 10 plus 2 plus 5. Listen,
Oh my God.
listen. I'm
The
sorry.
aggressive point calculation.
There was the negative 10 came in there because of, like, I was like, come on, I'm giving you a chance, and then I had to like meta game it. All right, fine. Lumi, winner's speech.
Look, I said when I came into this, when I lost those 4 points, like, this is the episode. I'm gonna do a Wade. I'm gonna pull it back from the jaws of death, and I'm gonna run through the door of victory.
Oh my god.
Naked.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh no. Wait, I've done something horrible.
Oh no.
I
can't
said I
believe
was
it.
coming this week to win, and I did.
This is Lumi's evil arc. I can feel it.
Oh no.
You think you're winning again? No.
Oh.
These are my episodes now.
Oh god. Anyway, this has been Brain Fog. We went places this week, and I hope that you guys will talk about it on our Reddit, which is r/Brain Fog podcast, or just Brain Fog.
Brain Fog Pad podcast.
There you go, that one. I've been DGB. You can find me at HeyDGB most anywhere. That was our winner was Lumetric. You can find them at Lumetric. There's Lumi, just some weird gay cat. And our very upset puppy girl.
I
was Rowan of Rohan, which you can
am
find.
upset.
Which you can find online at Rowan of Rohan. This has been Brain Fog. Fog out.